Hello, Greentown families. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully you've had a great week. I know that we have here at Greentown our first Friday update video. I do these almost every Friday, and it's a way for me to connect, to tell you not only what's happened this past week, but also to help you with some things that are coming up on the horizon. And we've had a great first week of school. I cannot thank you enough. We've had a great week from the moment our third graders came in to the time our fourth and fifth graders came in, all the way through this week. Lots of smiles, great attitudes, and overall it's just been a very successful start to the school year. And that's because of your partnership with us as well. We thank you for helping your student get ready for the start of the school year, and that helps so much, and all of the transition things that we do before the school year starts as well. We're just happy that they've had a great start. Our staff, our students, our families, all across the board, thank you very much for your hand in that. A couple things for you to share. First of all, if you have a change in your child's pickup at the end of the day, please make sure that you call the office before 2:30 p.m. We want to make sure that we get that information. There's a lot of things going on at the end of the day between phone calls and people getting picked up and classes not in session, especially our third graders are at specials. We want to make sure that we get that information to the student as quickly as possible so that their end of the day is successful with that change. So please make sure if you are calling the office for a pickup change, do so before 2:30. The earlier the better. I know that emergencies pop up, but we would be very appreciative of that to help out the office. Also, PTO information. You hopefully saw a Schoology post today from our PTO president, Aaron Cruz. Thank you, Aaron, for everything you and your team of the board have done to help the start of the school year be a success. We have a great board. They are very supportive, and we appreciate everything that they do all year long. There's a way that you can be a part of the PTO, and it's very easy, it's not very expensive, and it helps out our students and our staff, and we greatly appreciate as many members as we can get every year for the PTO. They'll keep you in the know, they'll send out informations, there's a volunteer opportunities, there's lots of events that go on that you can help at, and we are very, very thankful for the support from our families and from the PTO all year long. So please make sure you can do that with the forms that came home with the student, or you can also check out that link that's attached to the Schoology post for an electronic version. Either way, we hope that you join the PTO. Also, OST family reports from this past spring. This is only for our current fourth and fifth graders. If you were here at Greentown last year, if you were not, there's a good chance that we did not get your family report from the district that you may have previously been with. But we did send those home this week over the last couple of days, so make sure that you check your child's folder. The OST family report gives you an idea, a snapshot of what your child did on those state tests. It's just one snapshot for us. We don't hold all of our eggs in one basket with the OST scores. We use a lot of different assessments, and we know that things happen and students don't always necessarily perform their best in that 90-minute sit down there in the spring, but it is a way for us to gauge where they are at. It's one of the variables that we use all throughout the year to be able to help our classroom teachers get your student to grow as much as they possibly can. So we do have those scores that are coming home. There's also a letter that I sent out via email and also on Schoology from Mr. Pilati, so make sure you check that out because it does explain it even more there. Also, GT Office is our new email address for our office secretaries. It's GT Office at North Canton Schools with an S. .org. That actually, if you send it to there, that will go to both of our secretaries. We ask that you use that for absences. You can also still call in, but this is our preferred method because it is an easy way for our secretaries to come in and get that sent to them directly via email. So if your child is going to be absent, please make sure that you send that email to gtoffice at northcantonschools.org. Also, a couple things. If your child is a pickup, don't forget to send in a note, whether that's a doctor's appointment or end of the day or whatever it might be. Please make sure that there is a note accompanying that pickup. If a student does not have a note for pickup at the end of the day, our policy is we put them on the bus. So if we do not have a note, but maybe you told your son or daughter that they would be picked up here at school, if we don't have a note, we put them on the bus. We just want to make sure that we're always following what we should be following, and if there's no note, they do the transportation that we would normally do. So please make sure if you do have a pickup to send that note in with your child. Also, it must be for that day. So for example, if it's Tuesday and you're picking your child up for a doctor's appointment, please send it in Tuesday morning. We want to make sure that we are keeping up. Sometimes if you send something in too early, it can get lost in the shuffle. So please send in that day, and then we will. You'll need to do that whenever there's a pickup, unless it's consistent from week to week to week because of custody issues or things like that. Please make sure that you are letting your teacher know if it is something that will be a consistent change. Also, we are currently in our MAP window for the fall. That started on Thursday, the 25th, and it will go through September 14th. So your students will probably be coming home at some point. Many of them have already taken a portion, if not both portions, and we will be doing that as well probably next week. We'll be done with most of our students next week with MAP testing, and they won't have to do that again until January. Last but not least, this week we've taken some time to talk about some expectations and some things that we're talking about. I've already shared a video with you and some emails about this. We talked about the Trestle 5. We would love for you to continue those vocab words at home and talk about these, whether it's with school, whether it's within your household, whether it's within sports. It goes everywhere. It doesn't just have to be something that we talk about here at school, but the Trestle 5 is work ethic, talent, and I'm going from 5 to 1. So 5 is work ethic, 4 is talent, 3 is curiosity, 2 is grit, and the last one, number 1, is selflessness. And those are all things that Coach Trestle talked about, what makes a successful person, and we are going to be talking about that throughout the entire school year. So anytime that you can use those vocab words in your own life, outside of school, we would greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, we had some expectation meetings on Tuesday where we kind of talked about what's expected of all of our students in the classroom and in the building. And we had some great discussions, and we're looking forward to a great school year. That's all that I have for this week's video update. I hope that you have a great weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday. Have a great one, Greentown.